It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
Like you're holding something back that I don't know.
I'm going into a different phase of my life that's going to require a different form of myself. Being in the NFL, everybody knows there's a large sum of money that comes to you in a short span of time. And being away from the game for 3 years, those checks don't come in the same. Like, I got 8 kids. It hurts me knowing that I can't provide like I once did. It hurts thinking that, oh, I'm Superman. But in reality, I'm just a man.
Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Coach KD back tapping in. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Let's get to it. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support, man. Hey, to my people out there that's watching, you already know. I want y'all here with me on this journey, baby. On the road to 100K, on the road to a million. A herb a day, keep the doc away. Make sure y'all staying fit. Make sure y'all health is in order. Them breathing exercises go a long way. You know my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. You know that weekend coming up, hey, I know y'all about to be up in them streets functioning. I know y'all about to be up in them clubs. The club's still a thing? No. Y'all gonna be at the lounges. Taking back drinks. Yeah, I know, nigga. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. You know, them cognac shots. Nigga. You know, them Hennessy shots. Hey, feeling good about yourself. Just be careful, man. Be careful on that road. Order a Uber. It ain't even worth it. But listen, I want to talk to you a little bit about Cam Newton. Cam been out here buzzing in these internet streets from beef with Jason Whitlock and his partner. Said, when I see y'all in person, keep that same energy. Nigga, keep that same energy. His hot takes with Stephen A. Smith speaking out for the dude who dropped the ball for the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, he gets no name recognition over here dropping a pass like that. You got to be out your mind dropping a damn wide open pass like that. That white man needs to be investigated on some Pete Rose type shit. Seriously, man. You know how many tickets that dude messed up? You know how many parlays he messed up? That was crazy. No way. And what's even crazier is if y'all pay attention to Prime's career, his coaching career, and how he hasn't been able to win the big game, the bowl games and whatnot. When he made it to Jackson State, their tight end dropped a similar pass like that to win the game. I'm not going to speak on the race. Race has nothing to do with it, but he was the same color as the guy who dropped the ball for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just saying, but we're not here for that. We're here for Cam Newton. And Cam, he's made a lot of money in his lifetime. He's made around $130 million as far as NFL dollars go, not to mention all of those Under Armour contracts. But since he's been out the league, that money is slowed down and he's no longer able to provide like he once was for his 8 kids. And I don't believe all 8 kids are his. Y'all know Cam. He was dealing with them strippers, man, out there in ATL. So she had kids. Obviously, she had kids. One of his baby mamas had kids before dealing with him. And he got her pregnant. And so I believe that he's taking care of some of her kids as well, which used to be very commendable in the 90s. That used to be the thing to do, you know, in the 90s, maybe late 80s. But people aren't doing that nowadays. But hey, Cam, you know, want to be Superman? That is what it is. We can't be surprised with that, seeing how he reacted to the Joy Taylor situation. But again, that's not why we're here. That's neither here nor there. We're here because he's feeling like he's less than a man. He's feeling like he's not able to provide like he once was. Those NFL checks, they were giving them to him in a large lump sum. Big money. And if you're not wise with your investments, if you're not wise with that money, you soon find out that, damn, I'm not making money like I used to. And the sad part about this entire situation is Cam Newton is still good enough, still athletic enough, but most importantly, wise enough to be on someone's NFL roster as a backup. But they don't want to bring him in because they feel like he's too much of a personality. He's too big for his britches. And quite honestly, they won't feel like he'll be a team player, which is complete and utter bullshit. because I can see Cam easily coming in and playing that vet role for a team. But the fact that he was so established and he has such a big name, teams are going to feel like he feels like he's going to need to play, when that's not the case at all, man. I think Cam Newton gives you a solid backup QB look, but the league won't give him a chance. And he's trying to figure out where to go from here. He's made his rounds on reality TV. He's made his rounds as a sports analyst. He's coming up in the podcast game, but nothing is hitting like those NFL checks. And damn, you thought that NFL was something. Imagine what them NBA cats salaries is looking like. Imagine what them checks on payday is looking like. Well paid athletes, but it's still a job at the end of the day. It's entertainment. Somebody's cutting them checks. And a word to the wise, a word to the young, the people who are coming up in careers, in professions where there's big lump sums of money. Just be wise with the money, because there will come a day when you're not bringing in that same type of money anymore. Cam Newton, his max income is peaked. We don't know if he'll ever see this type of money again, unless he can continue to parlay this media into a Shannon Sharp-like career, a Shannon Sharp-esque career. And me personally, I believe that Cam Newton has the personality to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, he dresses like a walking taxi cab, but that's neither here nor there. We not here to talk about his attire. We not here to talk about his hat game. Although it never ceases to amaze me how worse the hat game continues to get. That's another story for another day. We're going to hop off that. My point in making this video is I don't believe Cam Newton should feel the way he feels. He had a great career. He did a great job, raising those kids, being in those kids' lives. I don't think he has any reason to look down on himself. Athletes, you truly have to prepare yourself for that first death. An athlete dies 2 deaths, their athletic death as well as their real death, right? But that athletic death will hit you and it'll stomp you out. It hits hard, man. It comes with depression. It comes with you not knowing what to do with yourself. It comes with drinking. Y'all remember Jordan? After it was all said and done, he would come to events, eyes yellow, just looking like he drunk the whole bottle of Cavassier, man. A lot of the times athletes have no plan for what they're going to do after. And I think that Cam Newton, he's not officially retired yet, but he's still trying to make that transition to the media. And it's a good transition, Cam. Go ahead and keep doing what you do. Eventually, those checks will get bigger. It doesn't just happen overnight. You got to establish yourself. Shannon Sharp, quiet as kept. He was in that game for a very long time before he started to see the money he saw, before he said, I'm going to branch out and do my own thing. You came in the game doing your own thing, Cam. So that's a great sign. That's a great sign. You just got to continue to put the work in like you did on the field. You being that great of a quarterback didn't happen overnight. That shit didn't happen overnight. It took years from when you was a young tyke to develop your craft. So this media shit is not just going to happen overnight. But I don't think that you should be beating yourself up. I don't think that you should be going so hard on yourself to where you can't provide for those 8 kids like you once could. See, Cam didn't say he couldn't provide for those kids. He can still provide for those kids. He's just not able to provide for them like he once could, which is pretty much give them the world. Hey man, listen, as a father, it's great to give gifts. If you celebrating them pagan holidays, Christmas at my house, everybody come over for Thanksgiving, Easter at the crib. We got gifts for everybody. I know you mean providing in that sense. I know you mean giving those kids everything that you never had as a kid. But as a father, as a black father, time means a lot too. And you got a lot of that on your hands right now, Cam. You can provide for them in other ways. It doesn't have to be check-based. I'm not going to be here to stomp you down. I'm not going to be here to kick you while you down. You good, man. I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate the openness. A lot of people don't want to admit what Cam Newton admitted at such a young age. I'm praying he didn't blow through all of that money. This is a young dude we talking about. 33, 34, 35 years old max. I think Cam is like 34, man. But if you hear him talk, he's talking like it's over. God damn, I can't provide for the kids like I used to. You can, bro. You can. We just get engulfed in this money. We just get engulfed in thinking that money, rules the world. And it does. It does rule this cruel world that we living in. But sometimes it's things that mean more than money. Your time, your love, your grace. You can pour into these kids now. You have the ability to do that. You couldn't do that when you was on the road. Maybe you down to your last 50 M's. Well, it's time to downgrade. It's time to downgrade. Maybe you get you a couple of properties with that 50 M's. You invest, you make some wise investments, but put 25 to the side for some investments, buy you up some property, have some people rent. Hey man, I shouldn't be telling Cam Newton this. You have money, you have the best of the best advisors, but they need to be advising you that you haven't let nobody down, bro. From where you come from to everything that you've accomplished, Super Bowl, Super Bowl trip, yeah, you didn't win it, but an MVP, who would have thought little Cam Newton would have been an MVP? They counted you out. They counted you out at Florida. Everybody committing crazy ass crimes up there at Florida. You make a mistake, you steal a little laptop here and there, they get your ass up out of there. They counted you out. They sent you to Blinn. You bounced back, won a national championship, then went on to win the MVP. My nigga, you are not a disappointment. It's okay. Stop being down on yourself. Pray up. Get in that word. Do what needs to be done. You gonna be all right, bro. You gonna be all right. For the people who are bashing Cam Newton, like, damn, you should have been smarter. You should have been this, should have been that. You've never dealt with that type of money. You've never had multiple baby mamas and multiple kids that you had to take care of. Is that a mistake? Should he have been more smarter with his dick? Absolutely. You should have been more wiser with your dick. But at this point, he made the mistakes. He had the kids. He was taking care of them kids. We shit on black men for doing dumb shit all the time. But how about saluting them for being good fathers? How about saluting them for being there for their kids? So I never take that away from Cam. This man is disappointed that he can't do the same things. That's admirable. That's admirable. Give credit where credit is due. He's disappointed in himself because he feels like he can't be the best father for his kids in that way anymore. But the thing is, you can. You can still do great things, Cam Newton. And you will continue to do great things, Cam Newton. This from Coach KD himself. I want this to get to Cam Newton. Share this. Tag Cam Newton in this because he need to hear this shit. Don't be feeling sorry for yourself. That ain't the champ I know. That ain't the champ I know. And I know he was just having a moment. He was being open. And they tell us to be open. We not superheroes. They want us to be, but we go through it too. We feel pain too. We deal with trauma too. And I know he was just having a moment where he just felt like he could open up. And sometimes you can't even do that. They'll call you on that. You saw, oh, look at this. He's soft. He was stupid. He was dumb with his money. Everybody gonna attack you. Everybody gonna find a reason to hate you. So, kudos to Cam Newton for everything he's trying to accomplish in the media. Kudos for Cam Newton for all of his accolades on the field. It's time to create a new path off of the field, and I think that he's doing a great job. It's just not coming quick enough. You ain't seeing them Shay Sharp checks quick enough. See, Shay Sharp making more money than he ever made in the league right now. Now, Cam, you can get to that point. You can get to that point. Just keep at it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Let's get it.